Good evening and welcome back, Delmarva, and thanks for joining us tonight. We begin in Delaware, where state police are asking for the public's help in the death investigation of a Laurel man. The body of 54-year-old Lorenzo Gomez Lopez, who you see there on your screen, was discovered at a recycling center in Newcastle County on Friday afternoon. Now, it's important to note here that Gomez Lopez was not an employee of that center, but police were called to the location after his body was discovered by employees. Gomez was last seen sitting outside a home in Laurel on July 18th, but he had vanished by the time family had returned home in the evening. Police are urging anyone with any information on Lopez's whereabouts prior to his death to call them at 302-365-8467. Well, with the legalization of marijuana in Maryland, many local officials here on the shore are speaking out about what it means for those who have been targeted in the past. 47 ABC's Jack Fitchner has the story.
It's just one step to trying to eradicate all the harm that has caused in terms of breaking down communities.
The legalization of recreational use of marijuana in Maryland has allowed the opportunity to right the wrongs of many people of color in low-income communities. Maryland State Public Defender Natasha Dartique says this is only a drop in the bucket.
When we speak about the war on drugs, we know that that was a prior practice that we are still feeling the vestiges of, and changes in the cannabis law, expanding opportunities for expungement so individuals can have a clean start.
A big change with legalization is the marijuana odor law,
where police can no longer use the smell of marijuana as a pretext or probable cause to stop and search a vehicle. Very often we found that to be the case in the past, so hopefully that will decrease the number of encounters between individuals and law enforcement.
Another big change is the time it takes to expunge previous marijuana-related charges. Prior to July 1st, it was 10 years before the charges could be expunged. Now, it is just 3 years. Commission President of Cambridge, LeJan Cephas, says a personal friend who was a bail bondsman gave a client a ride that cost him his clean record and background check for years.
So he gave that person a ride, just so happened to get pulled over. He had $25,000 in cash. They found some seeds on the person that was riding with him. And what that did was it caused an arrest, and it was on his background.
Wicomico County NAACP President Monica Brooks believes these arrests can lead to job losses, incarceration, and disruption of families of people of color.
Wicomico County is just like other counties across this nation, where we still have disproportionate numbers of people of color being the victims of unlawful arrests or harassment or disproportionately stopped.
I'm Jack Fitchner, 47 ABC, WMDT.
Yeah, Monica Brooks with the local NAACP also agrees that this is a step in the right direction of righting the wrongs of marijuana-related arrests in black communities, but she says there's still more progress to be made. Moving on here, Dewey Beach officials have voted to increase the fine for minors who violate the town's curfew. During the week, the curfew starts at 11 o'clock at night, and during the weekend, it starts at midnight for anyone 17 years of age or under. Now, a vote on the issue passed unanimously today to raise the fine from $100 to $300. Commissioner Paul Bauer tells us that in recent years, the local police and public have encountered ongoing illegal activity from minors being out all hours of the night, such as possession of alcohol and public consumption of marijuana.
You got to get these people off the street. I mean, we're used to this in early June. We call it the June bug weeks, but now it's turning into a full summer June bug week. So we need to enforce the laws that we have. Obviously, there's.
Yeah, Commissioner Bauer says he and his colleagues have been in favor of raising the fine because $100 is not enough of a deterrent for change. And at this time, we're going to throw things over to our own chief meteorologist, Rich Werdzik, for a look at what's looking to be like a very beautiful weekend forecast. Rich?
Oh, you betcha, Rob. I am excited to show this for us. Let's start, though, before we get to the weekend, let's start where we were this morning with those huge thunderstorms coming through. This is Rehoboth Beach. You saw that right there. Severe thunderstorm warning, at one point tornado warning in the area. Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam, that's our time lapse here. I'm going to show all the bad stuff, so when I show you the good stuff here coming for the weekend, it'll just seem that much better. How about this shot, though? This comes from Kelly Dex out of North Ocean City, of that storm that prompted the tornado warning in eastern Sussex County. Right there, that's the lowering and where there was brief rotation of this storm looking north up toward the Delaware line right there as that was going out to sea. Great shot, Kelly. Thanks for sending that in. And this evening, we ended up seeing a couple storms develop just off to the south of Salisbury and Snow Hill. And you can see those towering clouds there. Janet Nicholson getting a great shot here at sunset. And nice shot there of the moon with the lower humidity moving into the drier air. I was up at the fair today. We were broadcasting live. Hopefully you had a chance to see that, and we'd love for you to visit the Delaware State Fair next week. We're going to be up there this weekend too, but I noticed that the dry air was moving in. It just felt better and better by the hour. Good shot here out of Lewis. Carolyn showing those skies here this evening after the cold front moved through and it started really settle in. That we're getting rid of the humidity here for a little bit, or at least the high humidity. 87, that was the high today at the Salisbury Airport. There's the cold front right there. That was responsible for the storms this morning, which woke most of us up. You probably heard the thunder just after sunrise in most of Delmarva. That thing slid far enough south during the afternoon that ended the chance for severe weather. We were worried about a second round. Ended up not being a problem. I'm sure not too many people are upset about that unless you're a storm chaser. But that front will keep moving off to the south here for this weekend. And this is an easy one here. Dew points that are considered tropical or very muggy in the dark green, where it's a little more comfortable. In the light green, that light green, head in our direction. This is all you need. Get those dew points in the 60s. It finally could cool off a little bit at night. And you see that's where those numbers are going forward here. Just a subtle change in the humidity, the dew point, really makes all the difference this time of the year. Here's your forecast via Futurecast. Taking a look at Saturday just so I can show you. It's going to be a decent day. There's going to be a few pop-up storms down in Tidewater out toward D.C. We'll let them deal with it. We're going to have a nice weekend overall. Beautiful weather for July standards. It's all coming together. Lower humidity, no rain, lots of sun. 65 to 70 for tonight. So most areas will dip into the 60s for a little bit. Delaware State Fair tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day. Meteorologist Jake Grant will be there live with the rest of the crew tomorrow. Give you the forecast. Stop by our booth there at Exhibit Hall and say hi. 85 for the high. Brazier's Carpet Care dog walking forecast. We've got green paws. I'm just so used to putting the yellow and red paws on there. Green paws up and down the board for the first time in who knows how long, because they don't have to worry about the humidity or storms. That is a wonderful looking July Saturday forecast, and I know Tucker is excited about that. 7-day. Okay, it's not going to last forever here. When we go into next week, temperatures start to go up a little bit. Monday and Tuesday, not bad, but that thick humidity is coming back in for the middle and late part of next week. Low 90s, low chances for rain, but by the end of the week, it's going to feel like closer to 100 again in the afternoon there on Friday. You know DSI is not done. Brandon and Cole? No, I'm sorry, Devin and Cole. Devin and Cole sitting over there, waiting, looking at me, going, what's going on? They've got more for you on the inside of the break. Stay with us.